Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be sorting out this. Okay, so this is my makeup collection behind me. I don't really have an explanation as to why it got so messy. I mean, most of the times when I do my makeup, it's when I'm going to school and I'm in quite a rush, so I don't really tidy it up, and then kind of the next day I don't tidy that up. Like, if I run out of something, I just don't throw it away. Like, I forget to throw it away. Yeah, I kind of say if I'm running out of a concealer or I've run out of concealer, I'd get like the last use out of it and then put it back to where I got it from, and I don't know why I do that. So anyway, I'm gonna be tidying and sorting out, decluttering my makeup collection today. Any makeup that's obviously run out will be going in the bin, and makeup that I just don't really use anymore, I'll offer it to like my sister or my mum, and if they don't want it, I'll just see who wants, because I don't see why just throw it away. If it's still got some use in it, then let's not throw it away. So let's just get straight on into the video. So I feel like we should start over here, as this is where most of the old makeup is, and over here we've got kind of some of the new makeup that I've bought. This is mostly new makeup in this area here, and I need to kind of sort this out to give it some space. So, and I've got one here as well. These are literally all rubbish, and what I'd do is when I'd finish with a powder, when they break, I'd crush them up and use them to kind of set my face at home. So wow, I have loads of pans here. This light looks really gross. My makeup collection is genuinely one of the most like untidy parts of my bedroom, and I'm genuinely quite a tidy person. I don't like to keep things messy, I like to keep things tidy. Okay, I've just brought this box forwards. That's really gross. So I've had this concealer. This is literally one of the first concealers I ever got. This is the Body Collection. It's quite a bright concealer, but it really doesn't have much coverage, like as you blend it in. So I think this one's for the bin. This Rimmel London Wake Me Up concealer has literally been in here for years. Ew. And the same with this Rimmel London Match Perfection concealer. This is one of the first as well. This concealer I've literally run out of. I actually quite liked it. This is the Dream Lumi Touch concealer, and this is by Maybelline New York. I've just run out of this one, so this is gonna go in the bin. This is the first collection concealer I got. I've also run out of this one. There is literally no product left in there. This concealer is new, so I'm going to keep this one, but I'm just going to put it over there so I can actually clean the box. These are 4 of my mascaras. This one down here is the one I actually reached to the most recently. This is the Rimmel London Wonderful Lash Mascara. These ones, this one here is quite old, apart from I like to use this for my lower lashes as it has quite a small head. And these other 3 mascaras here, there's the Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara from Maybelline New York, the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and also the Rimmel London Scandalous Eyes Mascara. Now, my foundations, these 2, this one's on its last legs. I've got a few more uses out of this one, and this one's run out, so this one can go in the bin. The red one here is a brand new one, and so is this blue one here, and this one has also run out as well. These 3 here are my eyeliners. This is the MAC Liquid Last Liner. This is still quite full. And this is my Rimmel London Glam Eyes Liquid Liner, and this one is empty. However, this one is quite full. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through all my old makeup and unused makeup. I'm just going to clear that out, and then I'll rearrange my makeup. So basically what I have here are 2 mascaras that go with fibers that like lengthen your lashes. And these are like sticky mascaras, so I haven't really used them as they're supposed to be used for adding fibres. So I'm going to pair them up with my fibres and see if my mum or my sister wants. Here I have 2 brow gels. This one is the Colour City, wow, City Colour Bold Brow Eyebrow Gel. This is just a clear brow gel. I use this quite a lot. And here I have the Primark Brow Gel. This has rubbed off, but this has a slight colour to it, so this is quite good for days when I don't fill my brows in. So I'm just going to take an antibacterial wipe and just wipe any dust or dirt that I have in the bottom of my makeup trays. Ew. Okay, I've just filled this back up. I've got my foundations at the back, my mascaras here, and also a small Benefit They're Real mascara. I've got my eyeliners here, and I added this Rimmel London Exaggerate eyeliner. And I've got my brow gels down here as well as my mini Gimme Brow, and I also put my lash glues in here. I'm not going to put anything in here yet. I'm going to see what needs a space at the end. I might need to do some rearranging. Okay, time for tray number 2. I think this is probably the worst of the 2 trays, and it's obviously quite bigger. I think I'm going to start off at the back. So in the back here I have some old contoury bits that I never really used, and also a colour corrector. And also a primer that has been there for a while, so I think that's going to go in the bin. This thing here is an MUA Pro Base and Conceal colour corrector. I used to use this to correct my redness on my skin whenever I'd get a spot or something. Yeah, this is really old as well, so this is for the bin. Next thing I have is this contour palette. I actually got this off Wish, I think, and this was a very long time ago. I haven't used it very much. I might give this to my sister to see if she wants to try this. Final thing in that back section is this Technic Colour Fix pressed powder contour palette, and I do use this a bit. I use it to set my under eyes, maybe with these shades here, not this shade. This is quite banana-y, but these shades here are actually okay for under eyes. In this back bit we have this Freedom Pro Strobe Cream palette. I have used this a little bit, however the creams are quite thick to work with, so I think I'll give this to my sister because she's kind of just coming into makeup. So behind this as well we have another MUA Pro Base Conceal and Prime. I remember I ran out of my green one. It won't open. I ran out of my green one in my old green one, and I went down and bought another one. This was the only green one they had available, and I've only really used this shade, so I might give it to my sister to see if she wants to try experiment with this, because there's quite a lot of product left. Now we have my good bronzers and contours that I use quite often. This is the Estee Derm bronze powder, I think, Sunshine tinted powder, and this is one I use when I'm quite tanned. I like this to bronze and Maybelline New York bronzer. I've been using this to bronze up quite a bit recently. Then I have the NARS Laguna bronzer here as well as the Laura Mercier bronzer, Hoola bronzer, and also a Michael Kors bronzer. This has a really shimmery glow. Next thing I have is this Philosophy single eyeshadow. I have 2 Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powders. This one has run out, and this is what I mean. I just by accidentally put things back that I finished with, so this one can go in the bin. However, this has got quite a bit left. I'm just going to clear this bit over here. So I have my lipsticks here. I have this one from Rimmel London. I'm just going to check the shades myself because I don't think I'd wear that shade anymore. So I'm just going to sort these out quickly and see whether I want to give them to my mum or my sister, or if I want to keep them. Next, I'm going to move into this section here. I have this MUA single eyeshadow. This is a foiled eyeshadow. It's actually really textured. I'm just going to give this to my sister as I feel like I have a few of these shades in my palette. I have this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder. I use this for when I'm tan. I then have this Space NK powder in the shade Translucent, and I use this as a setting powder, but I've run out. There's literally scrapes left, so I'll see if my mum wants to scrape anything out of it. If not, it's gonna have to go in the bin. Now I have 3 highlighters in here. I have the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter, which I use literally daily. Same with the Illamasqua highlighter in the shade OMG. These are both really pretty highlighters, as you can see. I've also got this Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Peach Light. I also have this Laura Mercier eyeshadow in the shade Buttercream. I use this quite often to set my eyelids. Now here I actually have a dupe. So this is the Highlights Technique dupe for the Benefit High Beam. I'm going to keep the Benefit High Beam, but I think I'm going to give this to my sister to see if she likes it. Okay, so in the back part there I have two primers. I have the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser and this NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. I have the Pore Eraser Primer from Benefit, so I'm going to keep this as well. In here I have a combination of lip liners, eyeliners, and lipsticks. I have an MUA Velvet Lip Lacquer, which is okay, maybe I'll give it a couple of goes, and then if I don't like it, or if I've gone off, or if I've changed my opinion on it, I'll give it to my sister. In the next one I have my tweezers, which I'm obviously going to be needing, and I also have some lip liners and stuff. I'm just going to go through these as well. Okay, so I opt for this lip liner a lot. This is a Lip Twister by W7 in the shade Champagne, and also my two very featured on my channel collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liners. Then I have the Maybelline New York Master Precise Liquid Liner. I use this for when I'm just doing a quick liner, something really quick and easy to use. It's also a felt tip. I have another Laura Mercier eye base, I'm guessing, another MUA Velvet Lip Lacquer. This is in the shade Hustle. This is quite a darker shade and I quite like that. Then I have the Barry M lip gloss. This was a limited edition. I know my mum liked her lip glosses, so I might give her this back, as I do have quite a few more now. I also have the Laura Mercier lip gloss here, and these two W7 full-time lip colours. They come with a gloss as well, and I'll give these to my sister to try. Here's some little eyeshadow singles, and I think this is a blush. Clearly not my colour. I feel like my eyeshadow palettes pretty much cover these ranges I have here. Here I have two very old corrector pens from Primark. These are twist ups, but they are quite old and I don't know if they'd be safe to use anymore, so I think these are going to go in the bin. Okay, tray 2 done. Okay, so this is all looking slightly better. I'm just going to explain what I've done over here. Okay, I'm just going to zoom you in a bit. So I have my lip gloss down here. I have my Fenty Beauty one and my NYX Butter Gloss. I also have my lipsticks here, and these are the lipsticks I tend to go to. I have my highlighters down here, so I have my Illamasqua Revolution, MAC Soft and Gentle, MAC Beaming Blush, and my Fenty Beauty highlighter. I think that's in the shade Hustle Baby. I also have my High Beam highlighter there. I have my contours and stuff here, and my little single eyeshadows, things I used to set my eyelids here. Then I have my lashes at the back and my glitters I used in my last video, which was a festival makeup. Then I have my primers here and my liquid lipsticks and lip liners here. Behind here I have anything for my eyes, so I have my collection of glitter liners. I have some eyeliners for the waterline, and also my crayon thing. I don't know what to call this. Eyeshadow stick crayon. Then I have my Victoria's Secret plumping gloss and my Victoria's Secret lip gloss. I have my tweezers and my spoolie here. I have my Urban Decay setting spray and Urban Decay primer, and then I have my two powders that I currently have there. So I used this morning and it needs a wash, so that's not supposed to be there. I have my beauty blender here, and I have some powders here. I have this Laura Mercier loose powder. This is in the shade Beige. As you can see, this is quite dark for me, so I think I'll save that somewhere and store it for when I have a bit of a tan. Here I have a Laura Mercier Camouflage part and then a Laura Mercier White Gold part, and I think this one is an eyeshadow. Anyway, I took these from my mum a while ago. She gave them to me and I don't really use them anymore. They're kind of just there, so I think I'm gonna go give these back to her. Over here, if I move my makeup bag, this is what I did again. So I have a literally almost empty MAC Prep and Prime spray, so I'm going to throw this in the bin. Another brush I used this morning that needs to be washed. I have some makeup cleanser here, and this is also a makeup cleanser from yeah, I had this here from when I was trying to like
sort my room out for new furniture, and I kind of just never gave it back to my dad. I have two little MAC eyeshadows. One of them is Semi Sweet ×9 and then the other one is Burgundy ×9. I also have my MAC paint pot, which is honestly like one of my favourite things ever. I have a MAC Tester mascara. I got this for paying a certain point at MAC. So here I have 3 Stila eyeshadow singles, and I only really use one of these, which is this one here. I don't know if it does have a name on the back. This is in the shade Kitten, and it's a really, really pretty highlighter shade. I use it as a highlight quite often. I think I'm going to give these 3 back to my mum or to my sister, and I'm going to put this one with my highlights. Okay, so this is currently where we're at. I have a few eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes to go through. Okay, so this palette is going to go to my sister. I don't really use it. It has quite similar shades to my Revolution palettes here, and these all have quite similar shades, but I feel like I have better quality shades in my Violet Voss and Colourpop palettes. This Sleek All Nighter palette here is good for shimmer shades, but this and this shade is the only 2 matte shades in the palette. So I'm going to hand these down to my sister. They are quite good quality though. I also have this MUA eyeshadow palette, and these foiled shadows are absolutely amazing in pigmentation, and I really like these. But again, I feel like my Violet Voss palette pretty much covers it, so I'm going to give these to my sister as well. Okay, this palette is by Laura Mercier, and it's not really a palette. It has a few empty pans here, but I tend to go for the coffee ground for my eyebrows, and this is a really good dupe shade. I wear it most days, wear on a bolder brow, and underneath it's got a brush and bronzer, and then also some eyeliners that you can use when you wet the brush. So I'm going to keep this because mainly my eyebrows, but I feel like I could do a lot of experimenting with makeup. So here's the Colourpop palette that I still don't know how to pronounce. I'm going to keep this palette here because it's fairly new. I got it for Christmas. I can't open it. And it's got quite a big range of colours that I really like to use, and they're all kind of colours I go towards, so yeah. I then have my Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, and this is just one of my most favourite palettes I've probably ever had or seen, and this just covers such a wide shade range, and the colours are so pigmented, and there's no chance I'm throwing this away. So going to keep my 2 MAC eyeshadows here, and I'm going to try kind of bring these into a few videos as well. So I'm going to move these to like the bathroom or something, just off my makeup desk. Okay, so this is it now. I've done. I'm going to have to find some storage for my eyeshadow palettes as I have nowhere to go. I'm going to have to get some bigger storage.
Okay, I feel like this is going to be a really long video, and it took a minute, but I just sorted out my makeup collection. I feel so much more organised. I have been requested quite a bit to film a makeup collection video, but I was also like my makeup's a tip right now. So is my eyeliner. So I thought I'd put the 2 ideas together and film a makeup collection video, which you basically saw, because I went through pretty much all of my items I have here, and I also cleaned up my makeup. So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please could you also leave me some comments down below on what to film next for you guys, because I want to be filming content that my viewers want to actually see. So leave my social medias linked down below in the description. So if you want to catch up with me on social medias, maybe have a chat, if you want to talk to me, anything like that, I leave them all down below. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time in my next video. Bye guys!